What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we have a really cool haul because I did get another eBay haul, which the last video I did do is Bro Thor, which was 3 weeks ago. And no, I'm not quitting my channel. I still do Lego videos, but of course the best part about this is the figure that I got. So I decided to order 2 Lego minifigures, 2 of them. And, of course, both of them were figures I've never gotten before. One of them I've actually gotten, which I do have a story for. I will talk about it. So, yeah, without further ado, let's talk about it. So, the first figure that I got, the one is still getting shipped here, which I will not make a haul video based on that figure because it's still a cool figure. It's just not as valuable as this one is, which I don't think I'm going to put it in the title. But I am going to have a separate video come out because, of course, I'm already building a type of thing for him. And I'm not going to name who the figure is. However, I will say that it is a Lego leak that got leaked for 2023. And it's a figure that I've never done on my channel, but it's a different version of. So there's a bit of a gap of what it could be. So anyway, the figure that I did get is very, very valuable today, and there is this one YouTuber that has 3 or 4 of them, which did come out with his own movie, and it's very... Anyway, I'm going to talk about it right now. So, the haul figure that I did get is... So, here he is. He is behind my hand right now, and without further ado... you guys probably already saw a little bit of the figure. 3, 2, 1. We have Deadpool. Now, this guy is probably one of the most rarest Marvel figures that has come out of 2012. Now, there are a bunch of other rare Marvel figures that have been released in Lego sets, like all the Comic-Con figures. All of them are rare. But this guy is one of the most rarest figures that I now own in my collection because he only came out one set, and that set came out in 2012. Now, I do know that Daredevil and Punisher and most of the Daily Bugle characters are going to go up in price after the Daily Bugle comes, after it's been out for a while. But this guy has been out since 2012. And I know that Green Goblin and Spider-Man from the 2002 sets are really expensive to these standards. But the reason why this figure shouldn't be allowed to make, shouldn't be like made, is because he is just one of the most inappropriate Marvel characters. Because before this figure came out before the movie came out, and I feel that after the movie they wouldn't make a Deadpool in a Lego set. I mean, they've made like 3 Deadpools. They've made the Duck and the Cowboy, but they have not remade this figure, which I really do believe that if you switched out the head for the Cowboy Deadpool head, I feel like it would be better because it would be more, I guess, better quality because of it came out in 2018. Now, I do have another pool type character, but you guys will not see them for a while because, of course, we have a couple of videos to film before you see them. But I am absolutely proud of the figure I made. It does coincide with this figure and is one of the mascots for the video game. You guys probably already know who it is, but I'm not going to show you guys today. But anyway, without further ado, let's stop talking about the figure and actually talk about the printing and stuff. So here he is. Here is Deadpool, and yeah, let's talk about him right now. So here he is, Deadpool, Merc with the mouth. Now he uses the old alien. So here is Deadpool, and the printing was a bit simpler back then. Of course, he does have his guns. He has the Alien Conquest guns, which these days, Lego would probably use these guns, which I might show later in the video. But taking out, taking these out of his hands for a second. Just kind of looking at the figure. This guy cost a bit of moolah, but of course it was worth it to have this figure finally in my collection. And I can tell you 100% clearly that he is one of the most how-to-make characters in your collection. And by standards, I, of course, have seen everybody use this head because, of course, it is one of the best heads to use for Deadpool. It's one of the best heads to use for Deadpool, the Red Hood head, which I do know that a ton of people use for Deadpool and actually put Sharpies underneath the eyes and stuff. I won't tell you guys who this figure is. It's just a random figure. But yeah, he is really cool. So anyway, taking a look at his leg printing, he has a very simple leg printing. These days, they would have side leg printing and stuff, which I will show you a newer figure compared to this figure. But he has a little grenade kind of on his leg. I think that's pretty cool, or a little gun holster. I think it's a gun holster, and then he has a bit of black printing on there. Very simple. Then the torso is kind of a bit blocky. But as you guys can see, he has his little Deadpool symbol right there with his belts. The arms are just plain black. These days, they probably want arm printing. Taking off the sword. We'll talk about his swords in a minute. But taking this off for now. And taking a look at his back of the torso. As you guys can see, he has a bit of muscle and back torso printing, which back then it wasn't that rare anymore. They started doing a lot of back torso printing and stuff, but it is really cool to see that. So anyway, his swords. I don't believe that this was the first figure. If it was the first figure to introduce this piece, that is awesome. But as you guys can see, he has his sheath for his swords on the back. And they are a bit loose. I don't know if that's my version, but they are a bit loose. Of course, they kind of do just kind of pop out a bit. This one is definitely one of the looser ones. But it doesn't make any sense how he has black katanas. They should be silver. But Lego never made that bottom sheath piece, which kind of sucked, but it's alright. But yeah, it's just, he should have silver katanas like this, but they don't make the handles in black for some reason. I bet you 9.9% sure they'll put the first dual molded swords inside of a CMF series. I don't know which one it'll be, but I'm counting on it because Lego would do that type of thing. But yeah, putting back the head. The head is one of the most coolest things. It's the Deadpool's signature look. Having black head with white eyes. On the Comic-Con one, they make him a bit fatter, and they do add a bit of back head printing of like up here or something. But yeah, anyway, you can take the swords out of the sheath and you can put them in his hands, which does look really cool. I'll just put one of them because it'll take a while. But yeah, you can slice and dice, which is pretty cool. And putting these in the exact place to make them look nice. That's kind of it for the figure. Now, one more comparison. I'm not going to put his guns on right now so we can kind of look at the printing. But I was really thinking about this a second ago. And this is a figure that came out in 2012. And it really shows you kind of an idea of what Lego would do if Deadpool was re-released into a official set. And this is just a CMF series, so official figures kind of don't have this much detail. But here is Falcon from the CMF series. And this is kind of a bad comparison, but it's kind of a good one too. As you guys can see what Lego would do if they made him these days. They would make a more refined head, maybe add a bit of back head printing like I said. Maybe a bit of kind of, I don't know, maybe strips down the eyes like in the movies. Of course, they would add arm printing and side leg printing too. Maybe some dual molded boots with some printing on them like that. Which dual molded boots were kind of rare, I think, back in 2012. I don't think any of the first Avenger characters had dual molded legs. Of course, he would probably have feet printing for shoes. And it really shows how much Lego has gone from 2012 and 2012 was literally 10 years ago, which is pretty crazy. But it was literally 10 years ago. Of course, it's going to be 11 years ago because we're going into 2023. But it's still one of the coolest characters. Now, I don't have the Star Wars burned Anakin Skywalker head, so I will show you in another video. I might show it in this video, but in another video, I probably will show you what head I would use for my unmasked version of Deadpool. Let's just say it's kind of an okay head. It's just, it's not the burnt Luke Skywalker head. And I just think it's really cool to finally have this guy in my collection. So yeah, that is it for this video. Of course, stay tuned for the secret character that is coming in the mail in a couple days. I didn't want to make a two-part figure kind of thing because I feel like it would take the magic out of the actual Deadpool figure, and one would outshine the other. So I'm just going to do them in their completely two different videos. One thing I will do before I go is I will take these guns and put the guns in his hands and show you what the new guns look like. I do feel like it is too much black, so I'm probably not going to go with these guns. But yeah, and the final thing before I go, I'm going to show you guys the most two figures next to each other. This is Deadpool. This is Wolverine and Deadpool. This is the new Wolverine, not the one that came out in the sets. I did own the sets at one point, which kind of is sad. But anyway, that's it for today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You will see this guy soon in a future video. So yeah, that's it. Peace out. Bye.